What if you were forced to live alongside a heartbreaking secret for years? This young woman's story of survival and living with her grandmother's remains, yes, will leave you stunned. Check out this story time.
So if you're here right now, it's probably because you came from my other video. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go look on my page. It's the video right before this one. But if you are here, hi, I'm Jaden. I posted a video earlier and I said, suspect's mom made her live with the dead body for like 3 to 4 years. I posted that. That body was not just a body. It was my grandma. This is her. This is my mom's biological mother, my biological grandmother. This is my mom. This is me, my mom again. And as the story goes on, you're going to see why I only have pictures with her from when I was little. So, basically, I really don't know where to start. I haven't really talked about this, like, actually giving my, like, full story to anyone. So this is kind of really the first time that I'm really, like, coming out with everything. And I just want to say before I get started, I'm still a human. My grandma was still a human being. She's resting now. I'm okay now. My mom is in jail. So basically this started when I was about 11 or 12. I think I was 11, just turned 12, maybe. I know I was in it was 7th going to 8th grade. So, my grandma, she used to be like a pretty healthy person, but I guess strokes like run in like her side of the family or something, because my uncle ended up having one too. Well, he had one before my grandma actually. So my grandma had like a little stroke. I don't know like the categories of strokes or anything like that. So as time like went on, it started getting worse and like worse. Like she stopped working, stuff like that. One day, I guess she was trying to get like on her bed, and she had a stool by her bed, a wooden stool. It was like a big ass stool, I'm not gonna lie. It was by her bed. I guess she was trying to get on, or she was getting off, and she fell. I don't remember which one, because we were just coming home, and like it was like a whole thing. So I guess she falls. We come into the house, and she's like calling me. She's like, Jaden, like come help me. So I tell my mom, I'm like, let's go help her. My mom tells me no. My mom tells me to close the door. So me being a kid, I kind of had to do what my mom told me to do. I had to close the door. Me and my mom would go get food, and I would purposely not eat like a lot so I could like sneak my grandma food in there. And so my mom found out. She told me to stop, so I had to stop. And like for like the next few days, I heard like really loud crying. Like I heard her crying. She was crying a lot. I couldn't do anything. And then one day, it just stops. I never heard it again. That cry was the last thing I ever heard from my grandma. A lot of things happened like during those few years, but I'm really just trying to like sum it up so I could post this on here, because I am gonna make a longer video. So weeks go by, my mom acts like it's normal. Months goes by, it's still normal. Years go by, it's normal. Mind you, like, while all this is like transpiring, I'm still living a normal life. Like, nobody knows what is going on. Like, nobody. Only me and my mom knew. Which I still to this day don't understand. I've even asked my mom after why she did what she did, and she can't tell me. So the years pass. I'm really getting fed up like with it, because mind you, like my house is terrible. I don't know if it was my grandma, but she knew that like I had to get out for us. So like the floors were breaking, the water stopped. The only light that worked in the house was the light in my room, which wasn't even my room. It was my mom's room, and like it was a whole thing. I'll get into detail on another video. But mind you, the house wasn't in good conditions. I don't know if y'all have seen that like show Hoarders, but that is what mine looked like. My mom let it get that bad. We didn't have water. She would force me to use the bathroom in the tub. And I'm thinking this is all normal. Like, I'm a kid. I'm like, oh, like, this is normal. Like, so what I did was I had an AC unit in my window. I cut the AC unit and I kicked it out. And I left. I ran and I went to my best friend's dad at the time. I told him what happened. He let me cry. Like, he asked me what I wanted to do. He said he had like a sheriff friend, so he was going to ask the friend what we should do. So he asked the friend, and the friend said, since it's such a live situation, like, you're gonna have to report it, or else I'm gonna have to report. Like, the cop's gonna have to report it. So we reported it. A cop came. They asked me questions. Then I guess they went to the house after that. My mom was barely getting home. They told her she couldn't go there no more. They needed to do a welfare check on my grandma. And I guess when they went in there, they seen what I was talking about. I forgot to add this in. When they went into the house, since my grandmother was there for so long, it wasn't a body anymore. It was skeletal remains. So the next day, I'm taken to an advocacy center. They interview me. And they're asking me questions over and over, and I'm giving the same answers. Like, my story doesn't change. So then I'm taken to the police department in my city, and I'm given to my dad. And one thing I'll never forget is on that drive home, I'll Be Missing You started playing. And I always used to listen to that song for my grandma, so I know she was telling me she was okay. Ended up fine. They couldn't charge my mom for like murder because she didn't actually like do any, which is kind of, I don't know, it's weird because she didn't do anything to hurt her, but she like left her there. So she got charged with I think neglect to an elderly, or abuse to an elderly, and abuse to a child under 15. And she had a whole bunch of other charges, but I still don't really know like what they are because I've never really looked, because it's not going to change anything, like how I feel, what I went through, or anything like that. But she is in jail. She's doing 33 years. She has tried to like contact me. She's had her friends try to contact me like from jail, and I give her the basics. I'm okay. I'm doing good. I'm grown. But I don't visit her. I don't call her. I've really only sent like 2 paragraphs in total to her, I think. And I asked her, why would you do this? Why? Because we were all close. Like, when I get into the other video and like explain everything into detail, like, it just doesn't make sense to me. It still doesn't make sense to me. It still hurts me too. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. Let me add this too. This happened in Seguin, Texas. I now live in Louisiana. I completely left the state. I left everything. Like, I'm good now. But that's really all I'm gonna like get into right now, because I am gonna make another video, like I have said like 50 million times in here. But yeah. And I don't know like how people are just like finding out about this, because I do talk about it a lot. I have really dark humor because I really went through some shit. So I like to make jokes out of my humor. I don't make jokes out of like what happened in a way, but I cope with it, you know? Like, it happened when I was like 12 to 16. I'm 21 now. I'm okay. My grandma's resting. I know she's okay. She's with the rest of the family. I just gotta keep living for her. So yeah, that's my story. It's like, it kind of took a lot for me to like talk about this, because I haven't really said anything really. But yeah, if y'all could keep it nice, I'd really appreciate it.
This story is a powerful reminder of the resilience of the human spirit. It also shows how important it is to speak up when something doesn't feel right, no matter how impossible it may seem. But what do you guys think about her journey? Let's discuss it in the comments. Your voice could inspire someone to find strength to tell their stories.